It's the Chris and Des show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
And we just watched the Oscars.
Did you see the Oscars?
We got to talk about what's happening.
Holy moly.
Let's not bury the lead. The biggest thing that anyone's going to be talking about is the fact that Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith and the fact that her head is bald. And Will Smith, at first, I don't think he got it. Because he was kind of joking along.
Well,
and then I think he was like, oh, wait, you're saying that because of this disease she has. She was upset right away.
She was not thinking it was right.
And then
she's self-conscious about it.
He walked up onto the stage
and hit him.
And he slapped him across the face.
Yeah.
And then he said some things that you aren't supposed to say on live television afterwards also. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to learn to control your anger when you're an adult. That's what we've talked. I've been telling this to my children. Try to teach them. Will, listen. You have to learn to control your anger. I get it. And Des made a really good point about protection and violence being connected.
Well, it's just not necessarily something you want to associate physical violence with. I'm sure in his heart he felt like I need to protect. And that's what he talked about when he got up to win his award. He was talking about, in his brain, he was protecting his wife. But she was not being threatened physically. And for him to respond physically, that just wasn't necessary. Yeah, it was escalating.
Right. So, yeah, it was for sure not necessary, for sure. And it was it could have been such a great night for him. I was so excited that he won an Oscar for Best Actor, and it kind of dampened it. He dampened it himself, obviously, but it just was kind of, and Chris Rock is...
making a joke. Chris Rock is making a joke.
That's why you invite Chris Rock to the Oscars, to joke around with people.
Which the three ladies who hosted, let's talk about them for a second. I thought they did a great job.
I barely saw them though.
Well, they didn't.
But yeah, they did a good job. You know what is interesting though? I love Regina Hall. I thought the bit she did about the guys having COVID who had to come backstage to see her was funny, but that is a double standard that people don't always address. Like, imagine if a guy had patted down two girls like that. They'd be in jail. Yeah. Oh, hopefully. But girls can do it to guys or whatever, and it's different. I don't know. It was an interesting thing, I thought. But I like Regina Hall a lot, and I thought her bit was funny. Amy Schumer had the best line of the three of them. And after that whole thing, she came back and she was like, "Did I miss something?
There's a different
vibe. Is so different." When she was
that was funny.
She was really good.
Funny. Yeah.
And Wanda Sykes dressed as King Richard as the lead character.
That was funny too.
Wanda's real fun. I didn't utilize her enough. I feel
they
could have given her more. She's funny. Yeah. They were trying to keep it as middle of the road as they could, because Wanda could have gone up there and done whatever she wanted. Little they know it was going to be turned into a fight.
My dog.
So then they did the 60 years of Bond thing. Don't talk to me about it. Why do we have to do...
Chris did not want that happening.
It was so dumb. Like, Bond, they're not Oscar movies. Yeah, for song, the last three. Okay, great. But before that, they're not winning Oscars. They're not Oscars. Why do we have to have a whole dedication to Bond? Plus, the values that James Bond stands for are the exact things that this whole, Me Too movement was supposed to be against. He's a guy who is sleeps around and does all these bad things. And it's I thought we were against that. And now it's let's honor James Bond. He's changed film. Has he?
I don't know why
Pass.
that was happening. Chris was offended.
I did not like it. Then also, the song We Don't Talk About Bruno is one of the most fun songs in the whole world. And the Oscars made it as unfun as you possibly could make it.
It was so, they slowed down. They slowed down the tempo in the first place.
Why?
Maybe to try to get the words out clearer, or somebody somewhere said, it's too fast, we need to slow it down, because it took all the edge out of the fun of the song.
Megan Thee Stallion was the best part about it.
She was absolutely the best part about it.
She brought energy to it.
The best musical part was the choir. The gospel choir
they were so good.
During the In Memoriam.
They were so
They were
good.
the best musical thing.
Even though the director was driving Des crazy.
I'm like, you need to sit.
But the soloist, that lady was...
She killed.
Man, she was good.
And the choir was so energetic and fun, and it was so good. They were so good.
So was the guy who sang Dos Orejitos from...
He was great.
In Encanto. He was so nervous and shaking, but his voice was... He was good. He was real good. Beyonce did this performance to open. I like the idea of doing it from where the girls practice.
Yeah, that was nice.
But it lost a little of its touch because it was so remote.
It was such a production that it just doesn't.
For sure.
It just lost the thing.
Okay, we talked about Amy Schumer. Right. There was this weird thing they did, like top 5 crowd cheering scenes. And number 1 was the Justice League over, the Avengers over, Spider-Man. Who the heck voted for that, right? The guy who directed the Justice League.
I think the internet totally played the Oscars.
Totally.
The internet was like, okay, here's what we're going to do. You're going to let us vote. Oh, we'll vote. Right. And what was the best favorite movie?
Oh, what was that? The zombie one. Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead. I'm
over
telling
Spider-Man.
You.
Look at my
internet. The internet was like, okay, well, we got you, Oscars.
Yeah, only Spider-Man's like, the most successful film of all time now. And it's like, yeah, probably this film. And then two of the films, it was like, what's that?
I've never heard of them before.
That is not a fan favorite. Lies, I say to you, Oscars. So that was a dud. That was such a dud. Their thing they tried to do. How about yay for Coda winning all 3 of its Oscars, and the cool sign language they did, and even Yoo Jung-yoon signing
her
that Troy Kotsur won.
She was the cutest. She's like, I'll hold this for you so that he could sign his speech. And she was just right there. She was like right with him, just listening to him.
She couldn't be any cuter. She just is so wonderful.
She's adorable.
And it was the first time in a long time that we've had 4 brand new actors win Oscars. Jessica Chastain and Will Smith, Ariana DeBose, and Troy Kotsur, who none of them have had Oscars before. So that was interesting. And Troy Kotsur is only the first male deaf actor and only the second deaf actor ever to win, besides Marlee Matlin, who was also in Coda as well too. And I'm glad they brought recognition to that. The end tally was, of the 10 nominees for Best Picture, 7 of them did win Oscars tonight. The only 3 that didn't were Don't Look Up, Nightmare Alley, and Licorice Pizza. But even like Drive My Car won 1, Belfast won 1, West Side Story won 1, King Richard won 1, Coda won 3, and Dune won 5. They won
Dune won all of those technical
awards. Yeah, they did a good job.
They swept all of them.
And The Eyes of Tammy Faye is 3rd place for the most Oscars tonight. Because it won 2 for makeup and Jessica, and she was so great in that movie. And the makeup was so good in that movie, for sure.
The makeup was crazy.
It was. I think there's like a trend. We're talking about this trend about Bond movies and them winning Best Song, and I think this song we like. I like this song a lot.
This song. But it doesn't bug me that this one won at all.
And then I think there's something else I was gonna say. I didn't made notes of all these things. But yeah, I think it was kind of like just going along, like everything was winning that I thought would win. And then there was literally a fight in the Oscars.
Chris Rock.
And I was like,
oh, Chris.
I will say Chris Rock handled himself much better than he could have.
He handled himself really well.
Like he was like,
let's go to the nominees. He could feel the room. He knew what was going on. Yeah. So
it was a weird spot to be. I do think you looking back at Lupita Nyong'o behind him being like, what's happening right now?
What is happening? There's going to be memes galore.
They didn't teach me this at Yale Drama. We didn't do this kind of stuff at Yale Drama. But anyways, it was interesting. I think I was happy. There was 0 surprises, I thought. And there's not one award that was a surprise, at least to me. We had been, I think,
predicted
everything. Jane Campion, I don't think a movie's ever just won Best Director and anything else. I don't know about that. I have to look and see. Maybe back in the day when there were only for a while, they only gave out 7, 8 Oscars at the very beginning. So maybe then I have to go back and look. The Awful Truth, maybe. Let me research some more and get back to you.
He knows all the
I'm gonna go back. How far do I have to go back? But it was a good Oscars for sure. There was a new excitement. That's for sure. It was nice to have everybody together for sure.
And I do think that those 3 ladies did a great job hosting.
I do think so too.
I think that was much better than the no host that we've had over the last couple of years.
And they
so much better.
Made a little joke about they hired 3 women because it's still cheaper than hiring just one man. Amy Schumer and actually Regina Hall was really funny. She was really funny.
That's right. No, it was good.
And we love Wanda too. So let us know what you thought. What did you guys think? Did you want someone to win who didn't win? Were you happy with it? I know a lot of people were rooting for Jessica Chastain, so yay for Jessica. But I will say that actress category was a
tight,
tough run of it. Yeah. Penelope was so good, and Nicole, they were also Olivia. I was telling Des, like, what if we do from now on? All the people who win the technical awards, you get the Oscar, and Olivia comes up and gives a speech for you.
Just give the microphone to Olivia just that one time during the night.
So we'll just switch off Maya Rudolph and Olivia Colman giving the speeches the whole night.
Just let them talk.
Because those ladies are hilarious. Yeah. And she's so happy when other people win. She's just genuinely so nice.
Yeah.
I guess Jessica Chastain sent roses to all the other women when they got nominated. And they all seem like they're just nice ladies, why not?
Why not be nice? Of course. Be kind, be nice.
Be nice,
be magnanimous about it.
So let us know what you thought.
Yes.
Like, subscribe.
All the things.
Ask your mailman what he thought
about
the Oscars. Was he team Will Smith or was he team Chris Rock? Oh man, people are going to be talking about it. Post your favorite meme underneath there and let us know. Or a link to it. Okay, let us know what you thought.
Crazy.
Bye.
Bye.